Happy Halloween. Good morning and welcome to Mornings on Main Street for this Tuesday, the 31st of October. I'm your host, Stefanie Miller. I hope you are all gearing up for a fun night of trick-or-treating. How many Barbies do I have out there, or Ken? Take a look at this Barbie Scarecrow. I will tell you all about Barbie here in just a minute, but first, I'd like to bring attention to our first segment this morning. It talks about the upcoming Duck River Jam happening this Sunday at 1 o'clock in Columbia. But this segment is going to share with you the importance of the Duck River and the fight some community members are up against in the coming months. If you are not aware, the Duck River runs through several counties and is incredibly important to a number of species of not only mussels, but fish, as well as wildlife in the area of those 6 counties. So again, we'll have some information, some good information coming up for you in a few minutes. And if you have a chance on Sunday, head out to the Duck River Jam. After that, our Tennessee traveler, Tom Adkinson, shares where we can see the most beautiful fall colors this time of year, the drive that you need to plan out now. He'll have that for you coming up. And then we're talking scarecrows. Barbie here is one of 26 scarecrows that you'll find in the square area of Murfreesboro. Why are these scarecrows all around? Well, I'll have that coming up for you in just a little bit. But first, let's get a check of our headlines and stories that you'll find at mainstreetmediatn.com. The ban on outdoor burning within the city of Dixon has been lifted. Fire Marshal Robbie Street withdrew the ban yesterday, saying that the few showers we have received, along with lower temperatures, higher humidity, and lighter winds, have reduced the risk of fires. Read more at mainstreetmediatn.com. Click on Dixon Post. If you have a little one with an interest in weather, this is the book to grab. Wally Takes a Weather Walk, a storybook with fun science facts. It is authored by News Channel 5 weather forecaster Bree Smith. The book is aimed for children ages 1 to 3. Read the story behind Wally Takes a Weather Walk, a storybook of fun science facts, by visiting our website. Hundreds of visitors had the chance to hear 11 speakers, including paranormal experts, at the Tennessee Haunts and Legends Expo at the Fairgrounds Nashville. Main Street Media's Kara Aguilar gives a look at what people had the chance to experience.
My booth was to represent that, like the ghost hunting, the fun, and the old timey.
Everybody in here is in the paranormal. We believe in the paranormal. We either investigate or we have tarot readers and bone readers. So we have so many people that are in the paranormal. People can come out and tell their stories to us without any kind of judgment.
Not only is there good information, but they're local to the area, so the spots they're talking about are spots that I can easily go to and check out myself.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather today.
Good Tuesday morning and happy Halloween. I'm Kelly Rawson here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. Well, as far as tricks and treats for the forecast, the treat is the sunshine. The trick is the very chilly temperatures that we are waking up to. Upper 20s to lower 30s to start off the morning with a breeze out of the north for the rest of this morning. It's going to be quite a chilly day out there. Be sure to layer up before you head out the door, as well as anytime throughout the day. Temperatures only reaching the upper 40s to lower 50s if we're lucky, with a breeze out of the north 10 to 15 miles an hour. It will be a very chilly day for today. Be sure to bundle up if you have any Halloween evening activities, if you plan to go trick-or-treating or hit up a trunk-or-treat. It is going to be dry though, so no need for the rain gear, but again, a nice warm jacket will do you some good. We will continue to see clear skies for the evening and overnight, with temperatures even chillier for your Wednesday morning, waking up still in the 20s. So you will need to bundle up for the next few days. But the good news is we have plenty of sunshine in our future. Temperatures eventually warming back up into the 60s by the time we get to Friday. We stay dry for the weekend as well. Temperatures returning to the lower 70s.
Beginning January 1, Delta Dental of Tennessee is introducing enhanced benefits for persons with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
It will include extra cleaning times for people with special needs, extra time for exams. More importantly, we will create a training program that any dentist office in the state can go online and pick that up.
At Delta Dental, we believe that the quality of oral health care should be accessible and inclusive for all.
If your paint project calls for bold and vibrant neutrals or soft pastels, Benjamin Moore has the design-inspired colors you've been looking for in a full line of durable, long-lasting paints. And they're all here at Preston Thompson's Flooring and Paint, voted #1 paint store in Dixon County.
When it comes to insurance, you want a name you can trust. Wendy Danielle Stack is here to help. With over 7 years of experience, Danielle and her team are here to assist you in finding the right coverage for all of your needs. From auto and home to life and business insurance, we have customized options for everyone. We'll work with you to create a personalized plan that protects everything in your life that matters most. Call today and see for yourself why Danielle Stack is the go-to insurance agent in Clarksville.
We offer services for both men and women, breast, body, and face for both.
People come to plastic surgery offices because they want to improve something that they feel is a flaw in themselves.
About 10 years ago, our men's procedures were probably about 10% of what we did. Nowadays, it's more like 30 or 40%. Eyelid lifts, liposuction, and we even do hair transplants here.
We are part of the community, and we want to be able to walk around and see faces in the community that we've made happy.
Football season is grilling season. The Big Green Egg is the perfect grill for everyone, from the backyard cook to the world's most acclaimed chefs. Stop at Tennessee Ace Hardware today and check out our large selection of Big Green Egg grills. It's the perfect grill for any grilling need.
This morning, we are standing here at the beautiful Duck River in Columbia, something that's been a point of conversation for many months now due to the fact that there is a company that would like to put a landfill just a few hundred feet from this waterway. I have with us Sarah Gilliam. She is with the Duck River Jam Board, gearing up for that this Sunday. Before we get to that, I just want to talk about the beauty and what this river offers the area, because the Duck River, if you did not know, is the longest running river that's entirely in the state of Tennessee. It houses 51 species of mussels, 151 species of fish, and supports wildlife. How important, Sarah, is this to all of you in this Columbia community?
It's not just important, it is essential. It is essential for a lot of reasons. Like you mentioned, the biodiversity of the river is second in the world, and in North America we are the most biodiverse river system that we have, which is just something amazing. But more, equally as important, I would say, not more as important, is that it's our only source of water that feeds our community, and it is it's also a place where we can recreate. It's a great source of for our local economy. It flows straight through our town. I mean, it's the heartbeat of our town, I would say. So not only is it important to the wildlife and animals who depend on it, but also, as their neighbors, we also depend on it. So there is a Louisiana-based company that is looking at the property that you can kind of see the banks here. This is the start of that property. Of course, there's, kind of an easement here, but right over the banks is a former Monsanto property. And I know people understand that name synonymous with, some chemical work and the work they've done, and it had a small grandfathered in type landfill situation on it, and this company sees that opportunity to reactivate that landfill, but then they're proposing that it not be a small landfill like it was traditionally used, about an 8-mile landfill, but a regional landfill, which would bring in waste from multiple counties that would span 300 acres, which is just a really immense amount of land. Also a tire processing and some other attributes that kind of go around waste management. But this site is not just a piece of land, it's a pretty broken piece of land, and it's deemed a Superfund site, which you can maybe note in your notes and go into that information, but it is highly regulated by the EPA because there's so much chemical waste and byproduct that's been used on that property for many years, and the ground cannot be disturbed. So we have a lot of questions surrounding that activity, and just the biggest question is, can it be somewhere else? You know, can it be not here?
What do you hope happens at the Duck River Jam?
We hope that a little bit more conversation like this happens. You know, let's talk about what an amazing space we have in our community, how, you know, it's for everyone. We all need it. And really just rally around the animals that utilize it, how our community utilizes it, and bring awareness that this is an actual real threat. A lot of people just don't know that this is being proposed. You know, we're busy, we're in, you know, taking our kids to their practices or going to work, and this real issue is happening, and it's hard to kind of, you know, get attention brought to it in the ways that we really should, especially in a grassroots effort. But we did have great success earlier this year. We were able to, with the support of our local politicians, secure a scenic Duck River bill that does add protections for our future generations. You know, we are looking forward to our grandkids and our great-grandkids and their grandkids, to make sure that this water is here for them too. So that designation was put into place and passed into law earlier this year, and so that was a good forward momentum. But we're not finished with this. We're going to have to keep trying.
And Sarah, you're one of hundreds that are, you know, working on this effort to keep the Duck River as is and safe from any contamination. What is it like to continue to get people to work with you and get behind you and behind this effort?
It's really kind of been a waterfall approach, pardon the pun, but because the more people have learned about this effort, the more people, you know, I think have a very similar reaction to, we shouldn't be doing this. But we agree that we do need it. But, you know, how can we make changes where this could live somewhere else? And so really, it's really been word of mouth. It really has been truly a grassroots effort. And we have hundreds of people who are very aware of what's going on, whether if they are landowners that have the river flowing near their property, or just people in the community that have heard about it and want to do something about it and protect it for their future generations too. So, but the jam is going to be so much fun, family friendly. Great musicians in the community who, like myself and our other volunteers, saw this as something they really wanted to use their talents and abilities to bring attention to. So we're lucky to have talented people in the community who are willing to volunteer their time. So we've got 3 different musical groups that are headlining, that are just fun. The music ranges everywhere from funk to country to, you know, just a little bit of rock, everything. Just fun. It's fun. It's going to be covers people know, can sing along to, and bring your kids to. So it starts Sunday, this coming Sunday, November 5th at 1 p.m.
And where's it at?
It's at the Cherry Theater at Columbia State Community College, the first community college in Tennessee.
In case you didn't know,
I'm a proud alum. So we're really excited to bring the community together and just give people an opportunity to do something together.
Where can people get more information about the happenings here on the Duck River?
We have a great website for the jam. It's just duckriverjam.com. The Visit Columbia page has a great visitors situation, or a site that they can link to other outfitters. We've got a wonderful outfitter that is on the Duck River Higher Pursuits. They have a lot of great information on their website, a lot of information about the duck. And then Experience Murray, our Murray Tourism, they have a lot of great resources too. I encourage you to reach out.
Sarah Gilliam, thank you so much for your time, for your information. Again, the Duck River Jam this Sunday at 1 o'clock. That location one more time.
Cherry Theater, which is on the Columbia State Community College campus.
Okay, head out and learn more about the happenings here at the Duck River. Sarah, thank you so much. Stick with us here on Mornings on Main Street. We have more coming up right after this.
At Chapels, we pride ourselves on offering a wide variety of the freshest fruits and vegetables, handpicked just for you. We have a wide selection of the freshest, highest quality meats that will leave your taste buds craving more. Our friendly staff is always ready to lend a helping hand. We believe in treating every customer like family because at Chapels, your family is our family. We've been locally owned and operated for over 60 years. You can visit any of our Chapels locations in Dixon, White Bluff, McEwen, and Centerville.
He shoots, and he scores!
51 Tech Solutions, our team specializes in servicing and repairing major brands of electronics, including computers, tablets, cell phones, HD TVs, and gaming consoles.
Area 51 has been our go-to place for all our tech repair needs for years. You name it, they can fix it. Trust the kid who broke it. Give them a call today at 615-379-8113.
Derryberry's Heat and Air has been proudly serving the Middle Tennessee area for over 35 years. We have been voted Sumner County's best heat and air company for the past 8 years. For outstanding service, call Derryberry's at 615-452-8121.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. If you would like to see fall in all of its beauty, there is a drive that you can take that is really close to all of us. And let me tell you, the person to tell us all about it is our Tennessee traveler, Tom Adkinson. Tom, always great to have you, and I cannot wait to hear about this particular drive.
Oh, any outing on the Natchez Trace Parkway is fun no matter what time of year. It's really pretty right now.
I can only imagine. So how long is the drive?
If you really wanted to, you could hop on at Pasquo, which is at Highway 100, Fairview area, and roll on for 444 miles to get all the way down to Jackson, Mississippi.
No kidding.
Yes, but to have fun on a autumn drive here in Middle Tennessee, the first 50 miles of the parkway, starting at the northern end, is just full of pretty scenes and several really nice places to stop and do stuff. Hey, right after you start your drive, just 9 miles down the parkway is one of the prettiest things you'll ever see. It is a double arch bridge over Highway 96, 1,500 feet long, beautiful structure. You can get a good view of it from above, but loop off the parkway, go down to the bottom of the valley and look back up at the bridge.
What are some of the things that we can do along the way then? Because again, I love seeing that fall foliage, in its beauty, but sometimes it's nice to get out and explore.
Well, one of the neat things, everybody knows the term Natchez Trace Parkway. There is also a Natchez Trace Scenic Trail. It does not go 444 miles. There are about 60 miles of trail in different places along the parkway. But get out and walk for 10, 15 minutes, turn around, go back to your car, and then start driving back down the parkway again. It's pretty country.
I can only imagine. And you note in your article that there's 10,000 years of history on the stretch that we get to drive. Can you dive into that a little bit more? Very easily.
This was a wildlife trail to begin with. Deer and buffalo migrated on this, or used it. I don't know whether migrate is the right word or not, but this was a trail that wildlife initially tracked, and then the Native Americans used it. Westward moving pioneers used it. The real cool thing of Middle Tennessee history is that farmers would build up their trade goods, put them on flatboats, float down the Cumberland, down the Ohio, down the Mississippi, all the way to New Orleans to trade. And then their boats were wood. They were used for construction down there, and they walked home. So they walked back up the Natchez Trace to Middle Tennessee and points beyond in the region. And it's just amazing that was one of the major uses for it.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Can't wait to make that drive. Is there anything else about the Natchez Trace Parkway that we need to know?
Well, again, there are just so many opportunities to do things. Toward the end of this 50-mile drive that I'm talking about, there's a Tennessee State Natural Area called the Devil's Backbone, and it offers a 3-mile loop trail. And halfway through it is a very pretty waterfall. There's not much water there right now because of the drought we're in, so to speak. But I just think it's fun to, go out and do something, and the next time you're at a party saying, "Oh yeah, I was out the other day and I hiked the Devil's Backbone." Gives you something to talk about. One last thing. If you do the 50 miles that I'm talking about, you can turn around, drive back up north to the end of the parkway, and you're right within a mile, or less than a mile, from one of Tennessee's most famous restaurants. That's the Loveless Cafe.
Yes. I was going to say, pick me. Oh my gosh, yes.
And so you can reward yourself for all the strenuous hiking you've done with a meal at the Loveless.
Couldn't think of a better way. Oh my gosh, Tom, thank you so much for all of that. We appreciate it.
Glad to talk about being out in Tennessee. You keep traveling.
Of course we will. Stick right here in Mornings on Main Street. We have more coming up after this.
It's the biggest racing show of the year, Friday through Sunday, November 3rd through 5th at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. 6 fast-paced divisions of racing on the quarter mile Friday night, pole qualifying and 3 big feature events Saturday night, and the Curb Records Big Machine Vodka Spike Coolers All-American 400 on Sunday afternoon. Racing starts at 6:30 Friday, 5 o'clock Saturday, and 1 o'clock Sunday. Tickets available at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway.racing or at the gate on race day. It's the 39th All-American 400 weekend, Friday through Sunday, November 3rd through 5th. Get your tickets now.
At Fred's Flooring, we're your source for quality flooring options. Our extensive experience and knowledge in the industry means we have the expertise to get the job done right. From carpet to tile, hardwood to laminate, and luxury vinyl, we have everything you need to find the perfect floor for your home. As the Main Street Award Favorite Floor Store winner for 2023, we know what it takes to satisfy our customers. And with our convenient financing options, you can get your dream floors now and pay over time. Visit fredsfloors.com or call us today.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. How do you make sure that your community know that they are welcome to get involved in fun activities? You create a fun activity for them to do, and Murfreesboro has done that with Scarecrows Downtown. If you've been along the square, you may have noticed the Scarecrows the past couple of weeks. To tell us more about this, we have the Executive Director of Main Street Murfreesboro, Sarah Callender. Sarah, thank you for your time.
Oh, thank you for highlighting us.
I'm so excited about this. This is the 4th year for this. You have 26 Scarecrows this time around. Has it grown over the past 4 years? Like, how many did you start with?
Oh, probably 20. So it's grown a little bit, and it's changed. You know, like some people will do it again, and then some people are like, I'm going to do it this year, and we'll get new people. So,
How fun. Where did this idea come from?
Other Main Street programs do this in Tennessee. So I actually copied it from Ripley, Tennessee, over in West Tennessee. They do it, and so I was like, how do you do it? And so I've just copied the application process, and the Main Street program is across the nation, so we do a lot of the same ideas.
Let's touch a little bit on the Main Street program and what this brings to communities such as Murfreesboro.
Yeah, so Main Street Murfreesboro is all about preservation of the historic downtown. So we do that by promoting coming downtown and community. So we want to create events that make people feel like they can come and walk around the historic square. And then when they're doing that, they notice what small businesses are downtown. And that's our ultimate goal, is to support the small business owner who has chosen to locate in the historic downtown.
And correct me if I'm wrong, you've been in this position for 4 years now. When you first came into this, did you kind of have an idea of how you wanted to navigate, the future with this role and to continue to bring this community together?
That's a great question. The National Main Street program before COVID was really heavily promoting events. And so Main Street directors spent most of their time putting on these elaborate events to bring people downtown, and it takes a lot of time and a lot of money. And when COVID hit, we really realized how hard it is for a small business owner. And so the whole national program pivoted, and so we focus on more of what does the small business owner need? Does a big event help them, or does it hurt them in some way, by shutting down streets and having large large events where people are mostly in the streets and not coming into their stores. So part of like the Scarecrow is something where people are walking around. They can do it on their own time. It doesn't hurt any of the business owners. It actually promotes them, because if you want to go to your favorite Scarecrow that you saw on Facebook, then you go to that particular business where you know it's located. So that's been my goal, is to try to highlight the small business owners.
You know, that is something I don't think I've ever given too much thought to. You think of an event, big or small, like, you know, they're going to get that traffic, but that's not necessarily the case. That is really interesting. For the Main Street on the national scale, how can other communities be in that position to be a part of that program?
Yes, so you can look up and see if you have a Main Street program. Most of the cities like around us all have a Main Street program.
Nice to hear.
You probably don't know that the events that are happening in your historic downtown are put on by the Main Street program. A lot of people think it's the city. Some Main Street programs are attached to the Chamber of Commerce or the city planning department, but most of them are independent 501c3 organizations. And if you don't have a Main Street program and you're interested in it, they have something that's a downtown program that doesn't cost the city anything. You don't have to have a full-time executive director. And there's even money that the national program will give you to kickstart it. So look and see if you have a Main Street program. If you don't, talk to your city about doing that.
Something to consider. Sarah, thank you so much for that information. Is there anything else that's happening here that we should know about?
This Friday is our holiday sip, shop, and stroll. So we're going to have carriage rides downtown. All the businesses are going to be open from 5 to 8 p.m. with special drinks and treats to eat and holiday specials. So we'll switch really fast from Halloween to Christmas. But November 3rd, make sure you come to downtown Murfreesboro and shop.
Thank you for that. Sarah Callender, Executive Director for Main Street Murfreesboro. We appreciate your time and information. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
Smiles. These are the healthy smiles of real Delta Dental members. Folks with access to the nation's largest network of dentists and low-deductible plans with 100% preventive care coverage, all backed by over 65 years of expertise. Go online or give us a call to learn about affordable individual plans that meet your needs. 1-855-844-0445.
Welcome back. Here's a look at some of the tiniest patients at Ascension St. Thomas Hospital Midtown, all decked out in the tiniest costumes. This is precious. Well, the votes are in for Scarecrows Downtown here in Murfreesboro. And I'm going to start with the business that took third place. So you have the Barber Quartet. That is the third place winner from Pastime Barber. Here's a look at those Scarecrows once again. Second place in Scarecrows Downtown in Murfreesboro. Well, that went to Barbie. That is by Carper & Co. Again, that is the second place. And then for the first place winner of the Scarecrows Downtown contest, you have the Minions here. This was done again by City of Murfreesboro Street Department. How cute is this? They took home first place in Scarecrows Downtown, but a great job done by all of those who participated in the 4th annual Scarecrows Downtown in Murfreesboro. Again, I hope you all have a fun night. Stay safe as you're out there trick-or-treating and just gather all the candy that you can for that really good sugar high. Happy Halloween, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning.